once again deflected questions on whether Yemeni President Ali Abdullah Saleh should step down immediately. Saleh has long been considered a U.S. ally in the effort against Al-Qaeda. On Tuesday, U.S. State Department spokesman Mark Toner said that a political dialogue is the only way to address the crisis in Yemen.
What we're looking for is a path to, or rather dialogue that leads to a peaceful solution. We're not going to make any predictions about what may happen in Yemen or the results of that political dialogue. We just continue to call on all sides and all parties to demonstrate restraint and use dialogue to work for a peaceful resolution.
Earlier, my colleague Shihab Ratansi spoke to Faris Al-Matrahi, an organizer at Yemeni Youth for Change. That's a political reform movement that aims to bring together young Yemenis living outside the country. He said that the Obama administration's position could cause it to lose support among ordinary Yemenis.
The people on the streets of Yemen are trying to make it very clear, and they're giving the United States a golden opportunity to side with the people. And for the very first time in the Middle East history, we do not have U.S. flags burning. We do not have effigies of American presidents burning. And it's because they are giving the United States an opportunity to stop their support of the dictators.
The State Department spokesman was clear, though, as far as he was concerned. Here's a quote: "We believe President Saleh has made efforts to address the concerns of the Yemeni people. There needs to be a meeting in the middle to move forward towards dialogue." He's calling on the opposition to now move towards dialogue. He's putting the ball in your court.
He's calling on the opposition to compromise with the president of Yemen. The issue here is not between the opposition, political groups, and the president of Yemen. It's the youth movement in Yemen and the general population as a whole that's fed up with the corruption that has plagued them for over 30 years in Yemen. So if the United States continues to take that route, the perception on the streets of Yemen will turn negative, and it will deter any credibility that the United States has.
Clearly the US feels that only President Saleh can keep Yemen together while allowing the US to do whatever it wants as far as bombing is concerned against Al-Qaeda. Might the US not be correct?
The United States is very wrong in this sense. And if that's really the case, it's very disappointing and very threatening to the region as a whole, because Yemen is not stable. Ali Abdullah Saleh has failed. If Ali Abdullah Saleh is the one individual in the whole country of Yemen that can keep peace and quell Al-Qaeda, why is there Al-Qaeda presence in Yemen? It's his failure that resulted in Al-Qaeda finding a haven in Yemen. So they should eliminate the cause for Al-Qaeda developing in Yemen, and that's Ali Abdullah Saleh.
But what would the effect be of democracy and the opposition coming into power on the US's bombing campaigns for its war on terror in Yemen?
As far as the United States is concerned, they want to keep Ali Abdullah Saleh because he's given them the green light. Unfortunately, the WikiLeaks have exposed that situation, and it created a very negative situation, for a negative perception of the United States and President Ali Abdullah Saleh, to a point where he lost his legitimacy, which could be a possibility and one of the main reasons that he had so many defectors.
So if there was democracy, would the US be able to go on its bombing runs through Yemen?
They will not be able to do that because there will not be a need. The Yemeni people themselves will quell the Al-Qaeda movement in Yemen, because the individuals that are feeding and taking advantage of the poverty and the corruption in Yemen is what's feeding Al-Qaeda.
U.S. President Barack Obama plans